Welcome to an overview demonstration of the assembly manufacturing functionality from DELMIAWorks. Today, we will see how DELMIAWorks can improve the configuration, management, tracking, and costing of your assembly manufacturing operation. DELMIAWorks allows assembly manufacturers to define the specific steps required to build each individual product, attaching materials, documents, resources, costs, and trigger requirements to each step in the assembly process. With flexible scheduling options, including rough-cut capacity planning, the finance scheduling board, and work center-specific dispatch lists, DELMIAWorks provides flexible scheduling tools to meet your organization's requirements. Understanding the current status of each step in the assembly process is critical. With DELMIAWorks, real-time labor reporting tools provide you the full visibility as to the status, constraints, and efficiencies in each process step. Using the DELMIAWorks production floor application, users gain visibility into process-specific work instructions and other associated documentation. Users can also provide inspection, rework and reject components, and partially completed assemblies within each process step. Let's begin by looking at the assembly bill of manufacture. The initial screen provides general information about this assembly, including tooling information relating to building the product. Users can easily jump to a preventive maintenance record for this individual tool, detailing inspection activities that need to be undertaken. In looking at the structure of this particular bill of manufacture, several processes are shown in light blue, together with a subassembly in dark blue. Each of these processes have material assigned to them. If we drill into one of these processes, we can see a number of work centers where this particular process can take place. Clicking the Runs the Best button gives users past historical performance information at each one of the given work centers when running this particular product. Cycle times are also identified on this screen, together with any move quantities, move times, setup, and takedown hours required. The Sequential Processing option can be checked to require these individual operations take place in the correct sequence based on the bill of manufacture. We can also identify this as being a rework process, which will allow rework to be conducted on this individual operation without increasing the completed quantity of the manufactured part. The Materials tab identifies the individual component parts that are used to assemble this individual product, together with quantity required, description information, and any location information relating to the given assembly. The Costs tab highlights labor overhead costs associated with building this individual item. The screen also gives users the option of defining the number of operators required to assemble the given product. The Documents tab allows for internal and external documents, such as work instructions, to be created and associated to the given operation. The Certified Employees tab highlights those employees who are certified and trained to work on this particular product. In this example, there are 2 employees who can work on this product, John and Sally. Sally is fully certified on all the current revisions of the work instructions, whereas John is still not certified on the new revision of the final work instructions. Therefore, if John tries to clock in to this particular operation within the floor shop module, he will not be able to until certified on all 3 work instruction documents. The Inspections tab identifies the individual inspections that can be carried out during the given process. Finally, the Reject Codes tab displays those applicable to inspections that can be selected by the employee within the floor shop module when they are recording rejections and scrap information. Once the bill of manufacture has been defined, work orders will automatically be generated based on the independent and dependent demand placed on the system. Scheduling these work orders is accomplished by using the DELMIAWorks scheduling module. Here, we see all the work orders currently scheduled to run on Electronic Assembly Station 1. This includes the downtime on the schedule for any preventive maintenance activities that may need to take place. You can change the view and look at this information more in a calendar view. The left side lists the individual assembly work centers, the middle displaying the corresponding work orders. Users can move any of these work orders by simply dragging and dropping from one work center to another, bearing in mind that each of these work centers must be defined within the Runs the Best criteria for this individual assembly's bill of manufacture. The status of work orders on the production floor can be viewed using the DELMIAWorks Assembly Track window. This window can be opened by department or by the entire production floor. The top section of the window shows all the released and in-process work orders. Using color coding, the system indicates whether work orders will be finished on time, displayed in green, or work orders that will be completed late, indicated in red. This determination is based on the current status, available material, and capacity. When selecting a specific work order, the middle section of the window will show the status of each process within said work order. Color coding indicates the current efficiency rates of each process. The constrained resource or bottlenecks are indicated in light blue, and those processes that have material issues are identified with a red font. Users can drill down and view the specific material issues by right-clicking. Users can also view past labor postings by right-clicking and selecting Show Details. The bottom section of the window shows any rejects that have been reported, as well as the sales order that is driving the given work order.
Employees on the production floor use the DELMIAWorks assembly data application to access their dispatch lists, work instructions, and other associated documentation, as well as reporting labor, completed and rejected quantities, and record inspection results.
Using the Dispatch List option, users can view which work orders they should be working on within their assembly area based on the current schedule as defined by their supervisors. To clock in to a work order, a user would simply scan their employee badge, which is based on the dispatch list or the schedule. This gives them a list of the available processes to clock into with both completed and quantity to be completed. The user then selects the appropriate process, which clocks them into the individual operation on that work order, and they can begin work. Once the user is clocked into the operation, they can pull up work instructions or other associated documentation by using the External Documents option, scanning their employee badge, and selecting the appropriate work order they are clocked into. All the work instructions and documentation will then be displayed and can be opened by double-clicking. Once the user has viewed the documentation, they can simply close the window and go back to the main menu. To report inspections, users click on the Quick Inspection button and select the items they're inspecting. If there are already open quality documents for this individual item, the operator will be viewed here using the Quality Alerts functionality. Selecting View Details allows users to look at the individual document, non-conforming material, for example, relating to the quality alert. Once the user has information at hand and they have viewed the issues, they can simply click OK to move on to their individual inspection. Choosing the type of inspection they're going to complete or view will allow them to view the individual tests and parameters that need to be inspected. The system provides visual aids, inspection information, and inspection instructions as necessary. Once the inspection has been completed, the user can indicate either a pass or fail and enter relevant comments as required. Once the work order is completed, the employee can clock out by scanning their employee badge once more and selecting the Clock Out button. If the user chooses to report completed quantities and stay logged in, they can use the Report Production button as an alternative. Once clicking the Clock Out button, the user will be prompted to enter both good parts and rejected parts. Once those have been entered, the clock out is considered complete. The operator can then clock in to their next work order as appropriate.
DELMIAWorks provides complete functionality to manage the assembly manufacturing process, allowing for the tracking of activities, status, and costs at the process level. Thank you for taking the time to watch an overview demonstration of the DELMIAWorks assembly manufacturing process. If you would like more information on the products and services from DELMIAWorks, please visit 3ds.com/DELMIAWorks.